Good morning, good afternoon. It's midday here, and guess what I did today? I listed a bunch of books and other items, mostly books, and got up to 44 items. And then I submitted the orders to be shipped to see where they would go. And lo and behold, they are staying in state at a warehouse that is really close, within an hour or so of where I live. Yes. Now, I took the advice of one of my viewers who recommended sending smaller shipments in more frequently and trying to stay at 50 or less items, or at least right around 50. I decided to give it a try because I had just about the right amount, 44 items. So I listed them all this morning, and lo and behold, it worked out really well. So not only is it going to a nearby warehouse, but there are some other benefits as well. I want to talk about the 6 reasons that I could come up with that came to my mind for starting to send shipment more frequently, i.e. when I have around or at least 50 items to send. Ready? Number 1, one box. Unless I'm sending in 50 oversized, heavy coffee table books, then chances are I can fit it in one small Lowe's box, the 16 by 12 by 12 box, which is what I was able to do for the shipment. So therefore, as you sticker your items, you can just put them directly into the box without having to hassle. It is much easier that everything goes in one box. Smooths out the process, makes it quicker, makes it more efficient, and less of a headache. Number 2, one warehouse. Everything goes to one warehouse according to other people's experiences, which is why I tried this, and that was the case for me. All the 44 items went to one warehouse. It just happened to be that it's nearby also, which is a huge benefit. The fact that you don't have to split the shipment makes the process smoother. You only have to use one box, hopefully, and you don't have to find smaller boxes or cut the box down or put a ton of packaging material in there. So one warehouse makes it much simpler. Number 3, less complicated. As I already mentioned, only one box, hopefully. So everything just goes right in there after you put the sticker on it. The other benefit, which is huge for me, and I found out is probably the biggest benefit for me, is that there are only 230 and up label sheets. So therefore, when I pull a book out or whatever item, and I look for it on the sheets, there's only 2 sheets, so I can find it really quickly. Not to mention that I don't have to be looking at the Amazon page to see which warehouse it's going to, because it's only going to one warehouse. That entire process now has been cut down dramatically, and I was able to prepare the shipment, put the stickers on everything really fast on 44 items that did not take me very long, where it usually would take me triple the amount of time because I have way more items and I have to put them in 3 separate boxes. I have to separate them based upon which warehouse they're going to. So this is sort of a revolutionary idea for me, and I wish I had been doing it a lot longer. Number 4, send items quicker. This is a benefit for a couple of reasons. It means that your items are not sitting around your house, taking up space, as well as not being sent to the warehouse to make money. Why have items sitting around when they can be sent out, shipped out to Amazon as soon as you get them, essentially within a day or 2 of receiving them? They could be in a box and going to UPS. It makes sense. Number 5, shipments hitting the warehouse more often. So this ties into number 4, where your items are going to the warehouse sooner. They're not sitting around, and you're getting shipments showing up and more inventory, more on a weekly basis than on a bi-weekly basis for me, for example, or longer if you're waiting longer to accumulate a lot of items. There also seems to be some sort of magic about, not always, but frequently, about new shipments hitting the warehouse and sales going up, not only of new items, but of older items. Number 6, happy spouse. Now, if you live alone or if you're single, then this doesn't apply. But if you have a significant other, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is, and you are accumulating a lot of items, especially books, they can take up space. So when I got to 160 items, this last shipment took up a lot of space. So all the space underneath the desk, some more space in the living room, etc., started to stack up, and it gets in the way, and your significant other, your spouse, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever might not appreciate it, or even your roommate, if you have a roommate and you're doing this. It's gonna make for a happier home. As soon as you get the stuff, if you can get it out quickly, assuming you have less than 50 or so, then it's not gonna take up space and it's not gonna get in the way physically and mentally of your house and of your relationship. So that is another huge benefit. I think those 6 reasons, and probably others that I haven't thought of, are worth trying this out if you're not doing it. Maybe I'm one of the last ones to do it because I know it's been recommended by one of my viewers and I've seen other people talk about it in Facebook groups and whatnot. I have been a big proponent of shipping items every 2 weeks, and that was because of trying to be consistent and building up my inventory and making sure that I source every week and making sure that I ship every 2 weeks. So I didn't know about, or I didn't think about, the thing is, guys, that I can be stubborn about this stuff and it can take me a while to change things, even if it might be more efficient. So I sort of do the same thing over and over again until, for whatever reason, I decide to give something a try, and then it works out in my favor, such as this more frequent shipping. So instead of focusing on every 2 weeks, I'm gonna change the way I approach shipments, and every time I get enough items close to 50, or right about at 50, I'm gonna make sure and process that shipment, because it's gonna take me a lot less time to do it, and I can get the stuff out quicker, get it to the warehouse quicker, and build up my inventory, or at least try to stimulate more sales from more frequent shipments. Let me know if this is what you do already, or if you've been doing this for a long time, or if you're not, because it always feels nice. Oh look, I sent out 150, 200 items, that's a lot, but it's a lot more work to do it in one shipment versus breaking it up amongst 3 or 4 smaller shipments. You can even, if you have 200 items you've built up, you could do 50 today, 50 tomorrow, etc. the next couple days until it's all sent out. So it just depends on situation. But for me, now I'm gonna drop the box off with 44 items to the warehouse, and I have none sitting in my house, and I'm gonna source tomorrow. So I'm gonna source tomorrow and get some more stuff and start to build it up to get closer to another smaller shipment. And the other thing, this only cost me $7.37, guys. That's it. And it was 36 pounds. And that's clearly because it's going to a very nearby warehouse. So that's huge, and I doubt that happens for everybody if they do these smaller shipments. But if it starts happening for me every time, and that's even a bigger reason, because I can save a lot of money on shipping. So this is gonna be definitely a huge positive change to my business and less stress, because I was stressing out a lot about having to fit everything into multiple boxes, having to break it up, having to search through 4-5 pages of labels in order to find the right label for one item. And now it's only two sheets that I have to look through. So this is gonna cause less stress in my life about this business and in general, and enable me to send these shipments out quicker. Finally, I made this change. Are you gonna make the change? I suggest giving it a try. As always, remember, keep booking!